Hey everybody, it's Matt here from Ok Aussie. Welcome back to the channel. Got a bit of a project on the go. Don's got me doing a project on the go. You know how it works. I've got my to-do list, she's made the to-do list, I've got to do the to-do list. And this thing is part of that to-do list. Look, there's trees. Yes, there's a world outside your room, says her in the distance. We're going to say hello to her in a moment. I have been progressively working through curtains. Look, let's go have a chat to her. Okay. Hello, you.
Yeah, Zara's watching too.
Are you watching TV?
She is.
Okay.
Look at the view we have. It's a beautiful tree.
It's a beautiful view. Look. And it is. You can see outside, you can see your environment, and you can see the trees.
Maybe.
Through that, maybe the birdies.
In the
but
afternoons, in the morning.
Because Dyan is a high seizure risk patient and a person that is sensitive to light, okay, light sensitive seizures.
I did that myself.
You did. That's in the back. See this?
I did that myself.
See her new shelf design?
Do you like my new
nice.
backdrop? I had this is my second channel for some of you that do know this. But basically I have had the same backdrop for 3 to 4 years. So I was like, nope. 3 years at least.
Time for a change?
So time for a change. But that's because, and you'll see later.
Right.
Amazon's coming today.
Something is coming today by Amazon.
So you'll see later what I'm doing.
Not Shein for a change, by Amazon.
No, but what I'm saying
What did she order this time?
Guys, don't worry. My teddy collection is not gone.
Oh no. As if that would go.
It's about to be on a new display system.
Yes, she has got something organised.
Amazon.
She's found it on the Amazons.
And you guys who are autistic, and if you collect
if you're into collectibles
teddies and plushies like me, you're going to want to know about this one. So let me know in the comments when I do show it one day more about it, because I will direct you to where it is. It's pretty much on Amazon, but 100%. You know what I mean.
Now, what we're talking about first of all is obviously the curtaining, which I'm doing right now. Light sensitivity for seizures.
And I'm about to have a bath after that because it was a bad night, wasn't it?
It was a very bad night. Seizures from 3:15 to 4:15. Nocturnal neuresis to wake you up.
Exhausted, Sir's had to do food shopping.
And we haven't been to sleep since then.
It's just a lot.
Isn't it a shame the shops aren't open
at
5 o'clock in the morning?
Tea towels.
Tea towels?
Tea towels.
Okay, the brain's going a bit slower. Say the word slower. Word finding, stuttering, aphasia with the seizures.
And do you want to show, and I want to thank someone out there who used to be our neighbour.
Yeah.
Thank you for the birthday gift.
Oh, yes. Thank you, Ella. A big shout out to Ella.
We appreciate
a lot of those are actually down there at the moment for the kitty cats.
Just to let you know, Ella, the cats have had the best time ever.
Best time ever.
Literally, Max went nuts.
Max, that little ragdoll.
Because he's the kitten, as you can imagine. Yeah. So, of course, so you might want to check the curtain.
I'm trying to get back to the curtain.
I've got
a job to do.
It's not Max, it's Willow.
It's now Willow.
Willow,
yeah. Oh, you are a scamp.
Did he put a scratch in it?
No, he better not have. You are a little scamp, you. He's playing.
Oh my
They've both been very frisky. I think it's a change of the weather. It's been raining for the first time in Perth in a long time.
But also, can you show them the bird renovation
I can.
page?
So we're doing the curtaining. So let's explain the concept.
Sorry.
Her ADHD is bouncing all over the shop.
My view, it's a tree.
It is
the best tree.
It is
ever.
a tree.
I'm
It's
so
her
excited.
tree.
So I can open the blind with filtered light with the curtain.
Filtered light with the curtain.
And I can lie here and go,
absolutely. Because we don't want flickering light. We don't want bright lights. Migraines, affecting the fatigue, and obviously triggering sometimes seizures.
I can handle it, exactly.
So now we've got that. We've obviously got motorised blinds, which is a great thing when you've got a property for disability, for SDA, specialist disability accommodation. So we can use the remote control and control the blinds up and down, but then it's almost like it's on or it's off. This at least provides a filtered light, which is a lot better. It's a lot more invigorating. It makes you feel like you're not so boxed in, closed in. And you saw Dan's reaction as soon as I opened up the curtain. Trees! She can see the outside world. Well, that's pretty cool. So I'm actually in the process. Obviously, the pole I've got from, what's it called? Spotlight. That was yesterday's little trip. Luckily, I already had a spring kit. That's one of those little spring things that go in. So it will just fit between here and here. Nice and easy. Don't have to do any drilling or any sort of mucking around. Great for rentals. Curtain, I actually had a spare curtain left over. This is from the Anko range out of Kmart. So I'm just going to actually cut that to the size so that obviously it doesn't hang right to the very bottom. Just like this one, it's off from the ground level, cleaning underneath. It makes it nice and easier. And I'm going to have to do some sewing to do the hems. Now, as Dyan was saying,
And guess what?
guess what? Guess what?
I want.
What do you want?
My danglies.
Your,
Okay, this
your
is
crystals.
My kitty side.
Can you see the crystals up here?
Yeah. The
I'll show you
one
close up.
The one that's a diamond shape needs to go higher.
So we've got that crystal hanging. And then this one you want to go up higher. No worries. Sun catchers, aren't they? They're lovely.
No, hang on, I haven't finished.
Oh my God, there's more.
There's
Of course,
more.
why wouldn't there be
But
more?
Wait, there's more. You get steak knives.
What? Steak knives?
No, but basically I need the diamond one to be the same level as what the round one is. Or no, just below it on that side where it is.
Okay, so I have to
And
go
the round one
up. Yep,
to the cupboard side
yep.
of where you're putting the new one.
Oh,
So
you,
it's not
you
in
want
the
me?
middle, but it's to the side like it is to the side on that one.
So you want me to
window,
move the round one
onto
to
the new window curtain.
See my to-do list, and her OCD is like, I've got to be to the millimetre. I've got to get this exact. I better get a tape measure out. How she'll measure it if she likes. Yeah, thanks for that. Thanks for helping. I see. You would not believe like living in this one. Anyway, yesterday we went to the Happy Pet Place. Happy Pet Place, yes, in Eastwell. It's actually South Fremantle. Hello, guys. Goodness gracious me, what's going on in here in the enclave? What are you guys up to? We've got Duchess, Belle, and Jasmine are Australian budgeriguards. Budgies, they're parrots. Dyan has been decorating. We've got the grass, we've got poles, we've got a landing perch, we've got toys to provide them with stimulation and amusement. And boy, have they been stimulated. So has the cat, actually. Max has been jumping up on top up here and engaging with his little birds. The pets have got pets, right? That's normal, isn't it? Yes. Tell me that's normal. I don't think it is normal. But anyway, in the comments below, let me know. Right, I've got to get to work. I've got the curtain to cut and hem and put up. And then we've got to sort you out. I've got to move crystals. I've got to move mountains. And then I've got to bath you. And then I'm taking you out shopping, apparently.
Supervised, guys, not because I'm naughty.
Oh, yeah, she is. She's very naughty in the bath.
But it's just a seizure thing.
Yeah.
But basically, yeah, I've got a bath today and get myself all spruced up for one short trip to get tea towels.
What? Wow, that's exciting. Wow, our to-do list involves tea towels.
Hang on to afford the tea towels.
Oh, to afford.
I'm going to go.
How are we going to afford the tea towels?
My bottles for.
Oh, containers for change.
For change.
Okay, we have been saving up the
bag is
containers.
full.
Yeah, the bag is full.
I need tea towels.
And boy, is it
I
a
need
big bag.
funding for the tea towels.
Okay, so
I'm being smart.
we're going to containers for change to get the recycling done. You know, it's 10 cents per bottle. And obviously we have a lot of different bottle types. So in our storeroom, oops, wrong one. I always get that mixed up. We've got a big bag. A very big bag. Could she have got a bigger bag? I mean, I feel like Santa Claus. So anyway, we've got a big bag of stuff to take. 10 cents each. I wonder how much you'll get. Hopefully it's enough to get a few tea towels, apparently. Self-funding her tea towel odyssey. Hey, go with it. I have to go with it. Let's get some sewing done. Okay, so I'm just going to, now that I've trimmed the actual curtain off where I wanted it, I'm actually just going to do a very simple rollover hem. So I'm actually just going to literally take it almost an inch, 1.5 centimeters, do a simple straight stitch, roll that over itself again, and again a secondary simple straight stitch just to square that off, gives it a bit of weight at the bottom, cleans up the ends as well so there's no fraying, make it nice and neat, and then we can get this curtain up and going. Quite simple really. Okay, so literally pulling it through, allowing it to glide along, nice and simple. Nothing to it. You could do this at home yourself, quite simply. Guy's asking already, is that it? I mean, I've done the first stitch and it's like, have you finished yet? It's like, oh, she's a crack that whip, she does. She does! Seriously. Now, are you 1 knot, 2 knots, or a 3 knot sort of person?
3.
She's a 3.
Sometimes 4.
Sometimes 4, sometimes
Just
5.
make sure it
Just to make sure it doesn't
goes
come
over.
apart. I know, right? I think 3 knots
I
is
know,
quite safe
everything's
at the end of the day. But she does do
OCD.
things in 3s, doesn't she? That's a bit of OCD
I
going on.
wash things in 3.
Yes. Now you can see that the tail ends of this have already just been carried through to the back so that they are ready just to sew again. And all we're doing is, now we've done the first rollover, what are we doing? We're doing the second rollover and cleaning up this whole edging to finish off the whole sewing project. As I'm just doing the second run, I thought I'd say I am just eyeballing this. Okay, so there's no accurate to the millimeter measurements that are being taken, but I am using the guidelines and also the running foot on the pedal to make sure that everything is actually very, very straight. I've done this enough times to be able to eyeball and do this sort of thing, but you at home, you might like to be able to use the chalks on the material which wash off and obviously accurately measure. You might want to pin and remove the pins as you go to keep a straight line, but look, I'm very comfortable. Just doing it like that, quite simple. I was just laughing at my sewing lessons with Matt tutorial. I'm sure there are a lot of good housewives out there that could teach me more than a thing or two. It's your sewing machine that you've never used.
20 years ago.
I know, right? Mother's Day 20 years ago, that was your present, and I think I've probably used it ever since. So that's life. My mum was a seamstress and a nurse, so you learn these things as you go along. You have to. That's how it works. I'm just saying that we're Amish now, and it saves lots of money doing this. You're right, it does actually save money. I get that.
Yeah, I can respect the Amish, but also I do have some Scottish in me, and I am a bit of a
It's the
tight
Scottish
ass.
tight ass in her,
For good
apparently.
reasons.
Yeah, well, don't tell your gastroenterologist that you're a Scottish tight ass, okay?
No, but for good reasons.
It's an
Don't
endoscopy
waste
joke.
money, people.
Don't waste money, do it yourself. Because seriously, to go and get this done by,
DIY
it would probably cost you a
Pinterest.
fortune. Yeah. Now she's saying she's so much Amish. It's like, you do understand that the Amish originated mainly from the Dutch German
I know,
going
that's
into
my
America.
heritage.
And her heritage is actually Dutch
Yeah,
and German,
yeah,
quite a lot of it, if you
yeah.
look at the DNA
I wouldn't
profiling.
be surprised
So
if
she
my
probably
granny-
is actually
Yeah, I
Amish by birth.
I wouldn't be surprised if my granny
Yes.
used to ring those bells to get the 13 children.
I'm sure she had a
Where I
triangle
come.
on her
She's a-
patio
she
to
was
call
a
everybody in
nurse.
for dinner.
She was a nurse.
Absolutely.
Dutch, German.
Dutch,
She
German,
knows
eh?
she's a tough cookie.
Tough
she
cookie,
was.
this one.
She's a tough cookie.
Okay, sewing him all done and finished. We're ready to rock and roll, she says. Let's get this little beast up. I love these little eyelet curtains. They are so easy to run across, which is nice. And they're so affordable from Kmart. Not sponsored, but hey, wish we were. Now, last little bit into the stick, the pole. Now we're going to put this on this end, all this cap on this end. Let's see if I can manage to fall off the ladder for you. Alright, placed it in, bring it down a couple of mils so there's some running room. Place behind, spread it out, and it's the right amount of distance as I measured from the bottom, so I'm happy with that. Bunches up quite nicely. Job done, hey? What do you reckon?
Super gorgeous.
Super gorgeous. She thinks I'm super gorgeous. Oh, you mean the curtain? Ah, got me. All right, apparently I've got to do some renovation work and move
crystals.
that crystal over to that crystal and that crystal up there. I got crystals to move. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed today's little episode of revamping and doing a bit of tailoring work, some basic hems and redecoration, just so that I can get the final part of our consistent curtaining
Gorgeous.
around the room now in place. So we'll love you and leave you. We've got another episode coming up very shortly. I'm about to go and bath, Dyan, and then we're going for curtains for change.
Bath time And then I've got to do the containers for change, and I need some new tea towels because my tea towels are looking rugged.
So you're going to go to bed,
So
bath,
now
and table
those tea
up at
towels
Bora Green
are
Shopping
my
Centre.
laundry tea towels, and
Okay.
now I need new tea towels for clean dishes and things.
Sounds good. Sounds like we got a plan. Big thumbs up
Does
of
it ever
encouragement.
end?
Comments, questions, ideas, and suggestions
But the Bobo.
down below. Do you like the Bobo up there?
Tell me if you like my new setup. I love it.
Yeah,
Of
feedback,
course, because
comments.
I did it. But
Love to
like,
hear you.
I'm not offended if you don't like it, but still, I think it's just refreshing. We've been doing a lot of refreshing actually, like chucking out junk and all the rest.
And it is
of
a consistent backdrop, and it is obviously a mainstay because you do a lot of your YouTube
I
videos
do a
from
lot
bed.
of my videos here, guys. I always want you to have something bright and happy to see, and I need to be around bright and happy things.
Okay.
Surround yourself, if you're stuck at home or stuck in bed a lot with your disability, surround yourself with things you love.
Exactly. That's why I'm here. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell, and we'll see you very shortly. Bye for now, guys. See ya.